Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's 2024, start of the golf season, and Callaway have launched their new driver, new product for this year, Callaway Ai Smoke. Remember, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. So it wouldn't be a new year without a new product launch, and I know what you're all thinking straight out of the gate. 4th of January, here we have it, and what's new? It's going to hit it further, going to hit it faster, further. It's going to be £1 million, all of those things combined, but it's not. Callaway Ai Smoke. Here it is. We've got 4 heads. I've got 3 of them here with me. What's it all about? Well, it's an extension and a progression from the Paradigm range with all the carbon, crushed carbon composite head. You've got the 3 heads. Now, what have Callaway done with the driver this year? Well, their main focus is on consistency. They are trying to make sure that you bring the fairway in. They say on average it'll be 19 yards closer, which is quite a big substantial difference. If you imagine being 30, 40 yards left and right, it's quite a big difference. You're going to miss some fairways. And they've got 4 heads. So what are the 4 heads? Well, they've got their standard head. They always come out with the standard head. Here we go, the Max. Probably going to be the most popular this year. Adjustable weight in the back. You have got the AI technology. So what they've done this time with the face isn't just put AI in it, they've called it Smart Face, which means that they've taken data from real golf shots. This has enabled them to make sure that the face is the most consistent, or gives the most consistent ball speeds. It's years in the making, this face. Unbelievable technology. It's going to be interesting to see how it performs on TrackMan for sure. Adjustable head, so you've got the ability, the standard Callaway neck sleeve hasn't changed, so you can change it from neutral to draw bias. You can add the loft, decrease the loft. And in the Max head, you've got the weight port at the back, so you can make that fade or draw bias. So pretty good product, looks quite nice. I think it's quite a funky color on the bottom. We're going to see how that one performs. Number 2 head is the Triple Diamond. So this is for the guy that has a bit more swing speed, same as they had it in Paradigm last year. They have got a 14-gram weight in the back here that can be flipped front to back, so you can change where the head weight is. Triple Diamonds is a lower spinning head, so it's for someone who wants to work the golf ball. Typically the Triple Diamond will sit slightly open as well, so if you struggle with a strong player, hits it, turns it over, then that will be a good driver to look at. Max D, so this is their draw bias driver. So very popular last year, very popular in the fairway woods. Bit more weight in the heel, a little bit more weight at the back, helps you pop the ball up, a little bit draw bias. So if you like to play a draw or you struggle with a fade, then this is the head for you. All have got the same technology, all adjustable. There is one more driver, and that is Max Fast. So that is a fixed glued product, no adjustability, mainly aimed for slower swing speeds, designed to pop the ball up in the air and get it going. It's definitely a different color. They've kept the little blue theme from Paradigm in the logoing, but it is a black head. Looks really, really cool. Should we get it in the bay and have a smash? Let's get it on TrackMan and see what the numbers say. I'm going to start with the Triple Diamond. So let's start with Triple Diamond. So slightly smaller head, makes it a little bit more forgiving. You notice this year that they've gone away from, or gone back to, should I say, they've gone back to the Max branding in their driver. They moved away from that X. So last year you had the Paradigm X as the draw bias. This year it's just back to Max and Max D. It makes it a little bit more simpler to me. The shaft options, well, what have you got? Well, you've got Denali, you've got Tensai Blue, and in the standard heads you've also got the Cypher as well. So some good shaft options. They're your stock shaft options. There will be more in fitting options as well. You can instantly see, as soon as you lay Triple Diamond down, it just sits slightly open as well. So if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I struggle with a big raking horrible snap hook, so this hopefully will work. Well, how did that sound to you? I mean, that sounded pretty good to me. What was the ball speed on that? 160, so pretty solid ball speed. Good spin numbers, I like that. Good first swing. Yeah, maybe we need a slightly, either a slightly softer shaft, or maybe we need to get that Max D head in straight away by the looks of that one. Feels solid. Feels very, very solid. A little bit more tinier than I was expecting, if I'm honest. They've put a new titanium ring around the face, so it should make it more stable. I'd be interested to see what happens when we play with these weights, but overall, feels pretty solid. I think for me, it sounds a bit better than Paradigm. Again, that's a personal preference. It sounds a bit more like I've hit something rather than that. I felt like Paradigm was a bit dead in the sound, especially when you drop kick it like that. But yeah, pretty good. I quite like that triple diamond. What's our ball speeds on that? So ball speed isn't as, I mean, that last one, if we get Chris to just click back to the previous one, which was hit okay. Ball speed's okay, 168. Club head speed's a bit slow. 113, there we go. So 168 ball speed, it's pretty solid. Decent carry, good spin numbers off it. So that triple diamond head really lowering or helping me control that spin. So let's go into, where should we go next? We'll go into the standard head. So this is the one that has an awful lot more adjustability. In terms of the way it sits, it's definitely elongated at the back. It's not as squatty as triple diamond is. So what I do like about these drivers straight away is that this effect of the carbon head, you know, it looks really, really cool, the pattern. Maybe the blue last year was a bit off-putting. I think it was quite cool, but I think it might have been a bit off-putting to some. This looks really good. I mean, just bear with me the fact that I'm not putting my shafts in this. So this is the max of the regular shaft. We've got it on a standard setting, 10.5 degrees. Not ideally my spec, but it'll give us an idea of what it feels like. Very, very solid off the face, that. Very, very solid. What's nice to see there is even with that little bit more loft in the max head, that the spin rate doesn't jump all over the place. See if we can get one out there a little bit more. Felt very good, that. Felt very good, that. Maybe that is the spec for me. Ball speed not as high for me. But it's still pretty good, performing. I can see where this is going to sit in the market. It's going to be for that player that really wants to help pop the ball up a little bit more. Consistency of that, I mean, that one was really nice. Let's see if we can get one a little bit more towards the toe. There you go, that was out the toe. Let's see what happens with that one. See, that's come back lovely. Nice and forgiving. Very good. I mean, ball speed stayed, even though it was struck out the toe, ball speed was pretty solid. So we haven't lost a lot of distance there, bearing in mind that I haven't struck those very well. Triple diamond's further, but it's further right. Yes, okay, Chris, thanks for that. We can delete that one off the screen. Okay, so Max D. So this is the one that I am definitely not hitting. So this is the draw bias head. Obviously, address sits slightly closed. Massive difference between this and the triple diamond. Obviously, that triple diamond sits slightly open. The Max D sits, for me, slightly closed. Let's hope that this doesn't go too far left. There she goes. Well, it does what it says on the tin. Obviously we know that's me before we get lots of lovely comments below saying, wow, you've made that go left to prove that it points. What's quite nice with that is that the ball speed's pretty solid, isn't it? You know, it's better off the triple diamond, but for me, I'm scared of hitting this so far left. Everything's protecting that left, isn't it? But again, for a slightly slower swing speed, or for somebody that struggles with the golf ball going right as a natural swing, then this is the driver that you would probably want to see. I think Max D and Max are going to have a little bit of, I said earlier that Max will probably be the most popular, but I think that's probably down to the adjustability in the back of the head. So because we can shift that weight port round from draw to fade, as a fitter you get to play with it a little bit more with the loft options in the sleeves as well. With this, if you've got someone that is just hitting it pure right or struggling with slice, you just need to find the left side of the fairway, then I can see why you would hit this driver. So I think overall 3 very different looking heads, which is quite interesting this year. It looks really good from the top. Smoke looks really good from the top. It's going to look quite good on the rack as well. You know, for me, from a shot perspective, I'm always interested to see what colours they come up with, because when they sit on the rack, has it got rack appeal? Is it something that I want to pick up and have a hit with? It's quite an important thing. I know we're going to say it's all about performance, and we are. It's absolutely all about performance. But sometimes, if it doesn't look good, either on the rack to get it in your hand to give it a waggle in the golf shot, or if when a fitter gives you a product that doesn't sit particularly well behind the golf ball, then the enthusiasm to want to have a smash at this product probably goes down a little bit for me. So overall, AI Smoke has some really cool technology. This smart face AI, which has been developed over years and years of real-time golfers hitting golf balls, and the AI kind of forming where the patterns are in these 3 different heads. If you took these faces off, the back of these faces would be very different, because they're designed for very different golfers, which is really good. And although we sort of say every year, oh, here we go, another driver, it's going to be another it's going to give me what? Actually, with this one, you could actually kind of get that, because AI is only learning the more input it gets, right? So the more balls and more information and more data that the computers get, the more learning that happens, the more understanding and the better and the kind of more refined this is. Now, whether that helps you on your Sunday morning golf all of the time is yet to be seen. Remember, there's still someone at the other end that needs to hit it. But it definitely can't be a bad thing. And I think if we can open up this idea that there's 4 different heads, but these 3 are going to be the core 3 in my mind out of the 4. There's going to be some real good product for you to try. The family looks really good. Obviously they've got fairway woods and irons to match this, which we'll go into. There'll be some more videos coming on those as well. But overall, feels very good. Can see what I like about it, and for the first time in a long time, Callaway have finally got their story and their family organised. You've got your standard, your max head, you've got your triple diamond for your high speed golfer, you've got your max D for your slicer, and then you've got your AI Smoke Fast for your slow swing speed golfer. It's quite clear, a nice simple family. Yes, it might seem like a lot of heads, but from a fitter's perspective, look, no one talks about the fact that Titleist have got 4 heads. They all call it TSR, they call it 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't really care, it all looks similar, but Callaway have done the same. They've got the 4 heads, you can see the family, you can see how it works. So look, get into a fitting bay near you, have a go with Smoke, put it in there in the mix for your new driver of 2024. It's certainly going to be a competitor. I think you're going to enjoy it. And remember, if you like our videos, guys, please hit that subscribe button. There's going to be more videos coming through 2024, and tell all your golfing friends.